What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with another video on Legends of Tomorrow, Season 2, Episode 9, The Raiders of the Lost Art. So when Legends of Tomorrow returns, it's no longer on a Thursday, it is on a Tuesday directly after The Flash, I believe. So it's going to be back on the 24th of January, which is next month. Before we go over this trailer breakdown, let's watch the trailer and then I'll be back.
Darhk, Merlyn, and the Speedster.
Legion of Doom?
The Legion of Doom.
I'm not calling them that.
January 24th.
We're on sort of a time clock here.
Tuesdays.
The Legion have nothing.
They have Rip.
Will be legendary.
Please let me go! Who do we kill first?
These guys are good.
DC's Legends of Tomorrow. All new episodes return on a new night, Tuesday, January 24th.
Some interesting things to go over. So at the start of the trailer, they're all saying the Legion of Doom, the Legion of Doom, but we have no idea where this Legion of Doom name came from. Captain Cold isn't actually part of the Legion of Doom at the moment. Episode 10, the week after, is called the Legion of Doom. There's a quite funny bit in the trailer when Sarah says, "I'm not calling a Legion of Doom," and she's amazing, so everything she says is absolutely golden. But let me know down below if you kind of know why they're called the Legion of Doom. Is it referring to a kind of comic book reference, as we've got no indication of why they're actually called the Legion of Doom, as they're not assembled yet, so it doesn't really make that much sense. So Rip Hunter is finally back. We see him in a kind of Civil War army outfit. Is this part of the movie that he's directing about his life story? And then it says Jefferson Jackson says to Sarah, the Legion of Doom have nothing. Well, they have the Reverse Flash, who can really kill anybody except for a faster and stronger speedster than himself. And then Sarah drops the epic F-bomb that they have Rip Hunter. But is there multiple versions of Rip Hunter, as this version of Rip Hunter does not seem the same? And then we get to see Heatwave, which I'm a bit shocked about. The next part, we see something really bad. We see possibly the forming of the Olicity version of Olicity inside Legends of Tomorrow. We see Nate and Vixen in bed. We don't need another love triangle after the failure of Ray and Hawkgirl. Just drop all the love storylines. It's just not working, and it looks like it cut to Heatwave straight after, so Heatwave kind of looks pissed off because they were kind of building up some tension between Vixen and Heatwave, which has just been crumbled. Then we see Rip Hunter looking different, and we've got Malcolm Merlyn, we've got Damien Darhk, but then we've got Team Legends of Tomorrow sat on the floor. So whether they're taken hostage is kind of a bit misleading, in terms that they could just jump up and take out Merlyn and Damien Darhk because they don't have powers. And then we finally see Rip Hunter back with the coat on, but does this mean he is the usual Rip Hunter or a different version? Then we see Citizen Steel stealing out, but can he actually control his steel abilities properly, as he's kind of gone from not being able to use his powers to fully controlling them a bit too fast in my liking. And then we see Vixen hawking out again with her gorilla, which some people are hating on, but CGI effects cost so much money, so I can see why she keeps becoming a gorilla. It's so expensive for a little show like this to use CGI, hence why Firestorm doesn't use his abilities very often, as it makes the episode really expensive to implement that technology. And then we saw Mr. Malcolm Merlyn with a futuristic gun, which kind of looks like Supergirl's Heatwave, kind of Heatwave eye vision when he fires it at Steel. It's not clear if Steel can actually handle this future technology gun, so it's going to be really interesting to see what happens there. And then we see a weakened version of Rip Hunter where he's shouting, "Get me out of here." So Rip Hunter's gone from being the Time Master, the Time Lord, to a kind of weak and feeble version of himself. Hence why I said, is this kind of a different dimension version of Rip Hunter, as he doesn't actually seem to be his usual self. So what's interesting is they call him Reverse Flash. Well, actually, they don't even call him Reverse Flash. They call him the Speedster. So do you not think they would have contacted Barry during the crossover or some other time? I mean, Sarah knows who Reverse Flash is, so I can't understand why they're not really calling him by that. And then we get a standoff with Rip Hunter, Vixen, Sarah Lance, Firestorm, Nate Hayward, Atom in his new suit. But what's obvious is they're not actually going to kill anyone. So Reverse Flash says, who should I kill first? So they're not going to kill anyone, I don't think, this early. 9 episodes into a 17 episode season that I think it is now. And then at the end, the kind of Rip Hunter with a beard says, these guys are quite good. So that's pretty much what's going to happen in the episode. Just a general overview, but it's obviously called The Raiders of the Lost Ark. So a painting gets stolen and the Legends are finding the Reverse Flash. Meanwhile, Sarah sees Rip directing the film, so it's going to be quite interesting to see how it all works. But my question for you is, what Rip Hunter is this? Is it the same Rip Hunter that kind of saved everyone and pushed them around time at the start of the season, where Oliver Queen and Nate went to look for everyone? Or is this a different version of Rip from a previous time in history? And also, like, Reverse Flash has been treated like a god, seeing as he's the only one in the Team Legion of Doom who actually have powers. The rest are mortals. And when is Captain Cold going to come back in it? He is listed to be in this episode, but I can't see him. Obviously, Legends will drop a longer trailer like they will with Flash, Arrow and Supergirl. These are more teaser trailers than actual trailers, as a real trailer would be over a minute long. Anyway, guys, Warstu out. If you want to drop a like, or maybe not. If you want to subscribe, maybe subscribe or not. It's up to you. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you in another video. Comments down below. Regarding anything, I always respond back to 100% of people, unless they're mean. Anyway, guys, peace.